So in Aware Premium, students can now rank their confidence per question during their online assessment. So as you can see on the screen, it's just going to be a little tool that'll be in their online assessment. They click on the smiley face and they're able to actually let you know how they feel about their answer. Do they feel that they've got it? Do they feel like they're almost there? They're kind of struggling a little bit. Or are they still learning? They have no confidence in their answer currently. This tool is going to be a game changer if you pair it with the formative assessment processes that we've talked about, assessment review processes, and goal setting, because it actually allows your students to give you actionable feedback during their test regarding where they think they are in the process of learning. The language is kid-friendly and it focuses on whether the student feels that they fully understand what they're doing or whether or not they feel they lack complete understanding. So this one you were sharing at the beginning of the session. Awesome. So for educators, this tool is so important to provide insights to the students' decision-making process and their metacognitive skills. As you can see here, this is the data analysis portion. So after the students go ahead and rank their confidence, you can actually go into data views and you can see right next to their selected response also their confidence response. And so what I've done really quickly is I say, all right, if we have green, as in the selected response was correct, I should see high confidence underneath there. If I don't, then I know that there's a disconnect there. For some reason, the student maybe didn't feel as confident as the correct answer that they chose. And in those kinds of instances, you can start to really break down where the student was in their decision making and why they made the choice that they did based on how they feel about the choice that they made. And you can also see this from a summary level. So we can go from individual student and then summarize it up to an entire middle school, an entire district, and you can see the actual percentage breakdown for each question and where the students rank themselves. And that can give you some really, really powerful information, especially when we talk about self-efficacy, group self-efficacy throughout the classroom, throughout the district. How are your students feeling overall? That gives you that holistic view to your students. You can go to the next slide. So a great idea is to actually dig deeper. So when you pair the students' confidence responses with their student support usage, you can actually figure out a lot. So if they say that they're not confident, and then you go to the student support usage report and you see that they did not use any of the supports that they have, ding, 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 you should probably tell them to use their supports. So they can use their content clarifiers, their text to speech, their calculator. And vice versa, if the students are confident and then you look and they haven't used any of their supports, maybe that tells you something else too. And so it gives you that extra lens because seeing their performance is only one half of the story. And understanding your students, having them self-reflect and use that information to inform instruction moving forward. And then we have the learning standards of student confidence. So within single test analysis, this is another Aware Premium feature, as everything has been. If you are analyzing from a single test, you'll actually get to see the student confidence within the learning standards summary. And so this is really powerful. You're going to be able to see the confidence to DOK. And so when you're looking at that data, you can actually see whether or not students are confident with a standard that maybe it was tested at DOK1 and DOK2, and their confidence was lower in DOK2 than in DOK1. And so when you're going into your intervention periods or you're doing reteach, you now know that you don't have to start at DOK1. You don't have to start at the recall phase. You can move up and start reteaching from where they actually struggle rather than going through and doing it from the beginning. And that will save you a lot of time in the long run. And ultimately, the feature is to allow you and your students to celebrate the current successes that they have and work together on fostering a greater understanding for the material that they're less sure about. This feature will be released later today, like Emily mentioned. We will have online help guide articles that will be linked towards this as well. This will be enabled by default on any new assessments. If you have any pending assessments that you have not administered yet, you can enable confidence if you'd like. And if you don't know if you have this feature, if you're not sure, you can reach out to your district Eduphoria contact. If you are the district contact, you can reach out to our sales team or your account manager in order to understand if you have the feature, and if not, how you can get it if you're interested.